Hello friends, welcome back. Hope you're doing well and are ready for the next session in this Agile and Scrum series. In this session, we will discuss in detail about the product increment. The product increment is a concrete stepping stone towards the product goal, and at the end of each sprint, a usable and incremental version of the product is delivered, which is called as product increment. In this diagram, it shows that sprint by sprint, a new, improved version of the product is developed and delivered. These incremental developments helps in achieving the final product that meets the product goal. The development team should ensure that new increments are compatible with the past releases and the final product increment is in working state after the integrations with all the prior releases. In a single sprint, multiple product increments are created. The product increment 1, product increment 2 and product increment 3. The final product increment is summation of all the increments developed in the sprint. That is, the final product increment features should have all the features from all increments developed in the sprint. This final product increment should then be reviewed at the sprint review. The product development delivery date or the sprint review date can be different from the release date. When should a product increment be released is the discretion of the product owner. Now let us understand the definition of done. DoD is a formal description of the state of the increment when it meets the quality measures required for the product. DoD is a checklist of all the activities that must be completed or fulfilled before marking the product backlog item as done. The checklist can contain code review, unit testing, integration testing, performance testing, etc. DoD creates a transparency by providing everyone a shared understanding of the work that has been completed as part of the increment. The developers are required to conform to the definition of done in order to give clear picture of the completed work to all the stakeholders and the Scrum team. The work cannot be considered as part of an increment unless it meets the definition of done. Let us understand this with the help of an example. Here we have a product backlog of two product backlog items, product backlog item A and product backlog item B. These product backlog items are broken down into technical tasks during the sprint planning. So, product backlog item A is broken down into A1 and A2 and product backlog item B is broken down into B1 and B2. The development team is able to complete tasks A1, A2 and B1 before the sprint review. The task B2 is not completed by the development team. Now each of the items present in the sprint backlog is verified against the definition of done checklist. For product backlog item A, A1 and A2 both meet the definition of done. Hence, a new product increment is born. In the scenario of the product backlog item B, B1 meets the definition of done, but B2 does not meet the definition of done. Any product backlog item that does not meet the definition of done completely should not be present in the sprint review. It should return back to the product backlog. The Scrum team must create a definition of done that is appropriate for its product. The Scrum team must comply to the definition of done. The definition of done can be updated only during the sprint retrospective meeting. In case of multiple Scrum teams for a product, all must mutually define and comply with a common definition of done. I would like to thank you all for watching this video. Please like, subscribe, and press the bell icon for future notifications.